the children will ruin them. So they want their children to lead a middle class life, work hard, and earn their own future. And fortunately, they are coming and advising our people. We also have some good families. They have been doing this quietly, without much of publicity. Like for example, Tamil Nadu alone, if you take the TVS family, they have been doing it for a long, long time, quietly doing it without publicity. Now Warren Buffett and Bill Gates are going to come and motivating our own wealthy people. There are a lot of billionaires in our country. They say part of your wealth, give it to those who are less fortunate. That is real spirituality. And I'm sure you belong to the Noni family in your own way. You are helping people. I would say that at least 10% of what we earn should be given to people who are less fortunate than us. And once you are comfortable, at least take care of one family who is less fortunate than us. There are, the statistics vary, but at least about 50% of the population in our country, developing country, are above poverty line. 50% below poverty line. They vary. Sometimes they say government statistics vary, World Bank's, WHO's vary. But at least these 50% above poverty line are comfortable people. Easy for each one of us who are above the poverty line, take care of at least one person. I'm not talking about the family. One person, if you do that, sincerely do that, there is no poverty in this country. So don't expect the government alone to do everything. Government may do something, may not do it, but not as corporate social responsibility, as personal social responsibility, as our moral duty. At least those belonging to the Noni family, I'm sure you are doing it. You take a vow, I'll take care of one person. One poor person will be educated by me. See, you are bringing about. Otherwise, in our own interest, I tell people in Bombay, when I address them, I said, 50% of the population of Bombay are in slums. They say now it has gone to 67%. Anyhow, even granting. I tell them, those 50% you have to take care, only is because of our moral duty, ethical duty to see to it, our own brothers and sisters, because unfortunately born in poor families, they should not lead a life below that of an average animal. That's what is happening. They don't have bathroom facilities, they don't have a place to live, 5, 6 people in a small hut. No access to basic health also. I said, if not because of altruistic motives, at least in your own self-interest. Imagine this 50% in the slum becomes 75%. I said, you are not safe. Because 75% of the people live in subhuman conditions, there will be resent. They will be angry with those who are better off. They think they are responsible for putting them into this condition. So please do it, ensure that, I don't say distribute the wealth equally. Minimum standards of living, 2 square meals a day, roof over the head, access to basic health, a job to do. This is the duty of the entire society. Society means each one of them to do it. See, our country has a great traditions. You see the ancient scriptures. In between all these distortions came in because of, I said, ego, self, and all that. Vasudeva Kutumbakam. It said, our scriptures 3,000, 4,000 years back said the whole world is one family. Ekam Sat Vipra Bhagada Vadanti. The reality is one God. The wise people call it by many names, but all the same, there is only one ultimately. So don't fight on the basis of religion or because you are born in different caste or religion. Sarva Dharma Samabhav. Equal respect for all religion. This is prescribed by our ancient scriptures. This is not a new dharma we are preaching about. This is the ancient tradition. We have lost it in between. All the time fighting on the bed of religion or the caste. It's sheer madness. So, as I said, we are all interconnected. So, then also, everything is not created by man. That is our arrogance. Human beings think everything is created to be exploited by human beings. No. Everything that is created in the universe as a purpose.